Next, I would like to welcome Manitoba's first female Premier, Heather Stefanson, up to the podium to share some very exciting news.
Thank you very much, Abby. Great to be here with all of you today. And let's give another warm welcome and round of applause for our African Carnival dancers. Well done. I actually was a Scottish dancer at one point in my life, and so I know what this is all about, but this is wonderful. Thank you so much for being here today. Very, very important. So, good afternoon, everyone. It's an absolute pleasure today to be joined by my colleagues and many community members to announce an innovative and historic new program to support Manitoba's art, culture, and sport sectors. Manitoba is home to an incredible array of artists, athletes, creators, and producers that, through their work, help us to honor our past, reflect on our diversity, and celebrate our community spirit and what the future holds. Manitoba's vibrant arts and cultural community is showcased through the hundreds of festivals, concerts, fairs, and community events that take place across our province each year. Manitoba is also well known for our achievements in the professional, elite, and amateur sports scenes. Our many sports and community organizations play a critical role in developing and promoting the skill sets of Manitoba's athletes, coaches, volunteers, and officials at all levels of sport. Manitoba is renowned as a center of artistic excellence and supporting amateur sport events. And today we take another step forward to ensure that these sectors can continue to do what they do best, to bring people together from here and abroad to learn and to celebrate what makes Manitoba an incredible place to live, work, and to play. As part of Budget 2022 Recover Together, our government is proud to invest $100 million over the next 3 years to support Manitoba's arts, culture, and sports organizations, and today we are pleased to officially launch this fund. This historic $100 million fund will provide grants to support the arts, culture, and amateur sports sectors. This year, the fund will flow up to $34 million to community organizations to build capacity within these sectors to better meet the needs of Manitobans and provide increased access to community infrastructure, programs, and services. Nonprofits and registered charities, artists, cultural creators, participants in cultural industries, heritage and archival organizations, Indigenous and ethno-cultural and community organizations all will be able to access this fund. And in order to ensure a broad range of access, the new Arts, Culture, and Sport and Community Fund will include 3 grant streams, of which my colleague, Minister Smith, will expand on in just a few minutes. Our government recognizes the significant and positive contributions that Manitoba's arts, culture, and sports sectors make to the health and well-being of Manitobans and their communities, while at the same time supporting our economy and creating jobs right here in Manitoba. Often described as the first to close and the last to open, these sectors were significantly impacted by the pandemic. So this targeted support will provide them with the much-needed assistance as they rebuild and plan for a prosperous future. This new program will support opportunities for Manitobans of all ages to come together and celebrate their unique cultures and communities. And it will support special initiatives to build capacity within these sectors to safely welcome back to the many Manitobans seeking opportunities to return to art, culture, and sporting activities. The new Arts, Culture, and Sport and Community Fund has been developed to complement the successful Building Sustainable Communities Fund. The BSC Fund provides financial support to nonprofits, local governments to enhance new and existing public spaces, such as playgrounds, pools, and community centers within their communities. As such, we more than doubled the BSC Fund this year from $10.3 million to $25 million to support even more local projects in communities across our province. Budget 2022 implements our plan to recover together. It strengthens, it invests, and it builds our province and gives Manitobans hope and opportunity for the future. Manitobans have told us that they want a growing economy with good jobs and opportunities for their children and for their grandchildren. They've told us they want vibrant and thriving communities to put down roots and grow their families, and these programs will do just that. Budget 2022 delivers on Manitobans' priorities, it builds up our communities, and it builds up our economy. I am confident the new Arts, Culture, and Sport and Community Fund will have a positive and lasting impact on our communities for many generations to come. Before I conclude today, I want to take a moment to commend the thousands of volunteers across this great province of ours, that without their dedication, without their compassion, and without their commitment to their community, many of these organizations would not still be in existence today. I want to thank you for sharing your time and passion for arts, culture, and sports with your community and our province. Thank you to all of the different organizations and cultures who have joined us here for this incredible announcement today. This will create a better, brighter future for all Manitobans for years and for generations to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Premier, for that wonderful announcement. A round of applause again. $100 million. Thank you. Budget 2022 coming together, working together. Next, I'd like to welcome our Sports, Culture, and Heritage Minister, Andrew Smith, to the podium to say a few words.
Well, good afternoon, and thank you to everybody for joining us on this beautiful, sunny, well, partially sunny afternoon. It's quite an exciting announcement today, and I'm just so happy to see the number of people from various communities and various walks of life to come here together to celebrate this important milestone in our province. As was said earlier, my name's Andrew Smith. I'm the Minister of Sport, Culture and Heritage here in the province of Manitoba, and I'm extremely honored to be here today with our Premier Heather Stefanson for this historic announcement in support of Manitoba's arts, culture and sports community. It's great to also be joined by MLA Abhi Khan. In our great province, you will find at the heart of our communities our diverse networks of art, culture, and sport organizations that provide Manitobans with opportunities to share and grow together. Manitoba artists, cultural creators, and athletes create content and deliver programming, activities, and engagement opportunities that enhance education, physical and mental health and wellness, and community inclusion. The impact that cultural experiences have on our lives was perhaps never quite so apparent when we were unable to participate during the pandemic. The loss of these experiences and closure of facilities during this time also highlighted the tremendous social and economic impact that arts, culture, and sport have on our citizens. This new $100 million fund over the next 3 years to support Manitoba's arts, culture, and sport organizations will provide tremendous value to families and communities now and well into the future. This historic fund will enhance community events and celebrations, support organizational development, increase organizational capacity, and advance priorities of reconciliation, inclusion, and anti-racism. This Arts, Culture, and Sports Community Fund will ensure there is equitable access to these opportunities across the province, including rural and remote communities. The applications will open August 16th and ensure a broad range of access. This fund will include 3 streams. The large capital projects will include funding requests over $300,000. Small capital projects and special initiatives will include up to $300,000. And community celebrations will receive support of up to $5,000. The large capital project stream will support the development and renewal of spaces and facilities needed for arts, culture, and sport programming and activities. These projects can receive up to 50% of the eligible cost to a maximum of $5 million. The small capital and special initiatives stream will support between 50 and 100% of eligible expenses, depending on the project's overall cost. Eligible facilities include museums, galleries, indoor and outdoor amateur sports spaces, and can receive funding through the stream to do some small projects like acquire specialized equipment, conduct planning, feasibility and facility assessment projects, design and produce major permanent interpretive installations, engage in activities that develop leadership and organizational capacity, and launch new arts, culture, or sports programs. The community celebration stream will provide up to $5,000 for events, festivals, and celebrations that bring Manitobans together to promote cultural exchange and celebrate their unique heritage and community. This new $100 million fund will further promote and celebrate the identity, creativity, and well-being of Manitobans and our great province. I encourage all interest organizations to consider applying to support for these projects. Again, applications for all 3 streams will open on Tuesday, August 16th. The $100 million Arts, Culture and Sport and Community Fund is truly historic and will do so and do many great things for our province and for all Manitobans. I look forward to this innovative arts, culture and sport projects that this fund will create and continue to help build a strong, vibrant and sustainable communities that make Manitoba a wonderful place to live, to work and to raise a family. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister Smith, for that really exciting announcement. And August is right around the corner for everyone to get their applications in. Now I would like to invite Magda Jegru, say it right? Said it right. The director of the Polish dance ensemble Espika Eskre. Medium? Okay, I tried. Espika Eskre? There, better. Up to say a few words.
Witam and good afternoon. Thank you for inviting us to be here. My name is Magda Jegru, and I am the director of the Polish folk dance ensemble Espika Iskry. We are a local dance group here in Winnipeg whose mission is to promote, preserve, and showcase Polish songs, traditions, and dance, not only in Winnipeg, but all around the globe. Grants such as this one will allow the dance group to import original handmade costume pieces from Poland and travel not only within Canada, but around the world to showcase our beautiful dances. Our dancers work very hard to perfect their art. We practice multiple times a week and have numerous performances throughout the year. Funds such as this allow us to invite choreographers from our homeland to teach us new choreographies while exploring Winnipeg and diving into its diverse multicultural richness. Just like every other dance group, sports team, and artist, we work very hard year-round to fundraise and promote for our art. Without financial support, we would not exist. Thank you very much to the Premier and her government, and we will see you all at our Polish pavilion next week. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Magda, for being with us today. Now I would like to welcome Kevin Blunden, the president of the St. Vital Curling Club, to the podium to say a few words.
Good afternoon. Hope everyone's enjoying this beautiful day. A little more cloud cover than when I wrote this morning, so I scratched out sunny. I just wanted to say thank you for inviting us to be here today. My name is Kevin Blunden, and I am the president of the St. Vital Curling Club. The St. Vital Curling Club began operation in 1933, and on a weekly basis, our club is used by approximately 12 to 1,500 people. People young and old, beginning at age 5 and to well over 70 plus, come to our club every day. We have 26 different rental leagues that use our club every single day. From high school leagues, to seniors leagues, to juniors leagues, retired men and women's leagues, as well as various open, mixed, men's and women's leagues. We are always looking for ways to grow the sport of curling in our community. We have many long-term capital plans that were always put off due to lack of funding. This announcement will allow the St. Vital Curling Club to ensure the sport of curling will continue and be enjoyed for everyone for many, many years to come. The St. Vital Curling Club Board of Directors are very excited about the future and will begin discussions immediately on how we could utilize this opportunity. I would like to say thank you to Premier Stefanson and her government. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Finally, I'd like to call Chairman and Founder for the Canadian Black Artists United, Yisa Akinbolaji, to the podium to say a few words.
Good afternoon, dignitaries and distinguished guests. I would like to thank you for inviting me to be here. For the past 25 years, that's a quarter of a century, I have lived in Winnipeg since immigrating from Lagos, Nigeria. Manitoba has been the center of my universe. From Winnipeg, Manitoba, I create and then travel to other parts of the world to show my new ideas. It is therefore very appropriate for me to acknowledge and thank the Premier, Honourable Heather Stefanson, for being the first to invite me to speak on an occasion like this. Can we give our Premier a clap, please? Thank you. I must also thank the Premier Stefanson and the Minister for Sport, Culture and Heritage, Honourable Andrew Smith, for their vision, for thinking about the ethno-cultural communities and for the not-profit organization within. As you have had the introduction, I'm the founder of Creative Foundation and chairman and founder of the Canadian Black Artists United. When I set a goal, those who know me very well, I complete the task. Senator Pat Bovey and Honorable Rochelle Squares are aware of my dedication spirit. For over 20 years, many young Canadian black artists who have read about me in the newspapers and online have regularly requested my guidance. The rich concept of Canadian Black Artists United is based on my 38 years experience in the studio and on the international art scene. I have received positive reactions from different parts of Canada and abroad since the launch of the Canadian Black Artists United. Like the water we all use for good things of life, Canadian Black Artists United is to benefit everybody and not limited to people of one race. The organization is designed to support professional black artists across Canada, not just in Manitoba, through information sharing, assessing logistical advice, provision of resources about international opportunities that are there, to provide advice about exhibitions, performances, and professional development such as workshops and residencies. This initiative will bring visitors to Winnipeg, which is going to be the headquarters. Whenever I am conceptualizing, I am never intimidated by the thought of big cities like New York, Toronto, Silicon Valley, or Dubai, because I know I can contribute towards the development of my home with the right support. I found out when I was a student of art history that if it was not for Peggy Guggenheim, who supported Jackson Pollock financially, the millions of dollars his works command today would not have been possible. When I also was a student of art history, I was very curious when I first found out that Leonardo da Vinci is described as an artist, engineer, and architect. When I could not see the car he built, then I wondered what support Leonardo was not provided. If I would be described as an artist, mentor, and initiator of organizations such as Canadian Black Artists United, I hope it will be said that my idea did not die with me because of the ACSC initiative of the government led by the Premier Heather Stefanson. I met sculptor Leo Mo. I used to call him Papa Leo Mo. And one time he said to me, nobody ever called him Papa. Yes, I met him in 2001 when I was the president of Manitoba Society of Artists at the 100-year anniversary. So it was just 3 years after I arrived in Winnipeg that I became a member. The second year, I became the president. You see, the works Leo Mo created, he left behind for us to enjoy today. So as an artist and inventors, whatever we contribute to our society, we shall leave behind. When black artists have a structure like the Canadian Black Artists United, they will promote Canadian values where they travel on cultural exchange. Therefore, an appropriate gesture extended to Canadian Black Artists United with the provision of adequate building space with equipment will provide more exposure to the Canadian art sector more than ever before. The initiative of the ACSC, which is the first of its kind, is in the right direction. Finally, I would like to thank the organizers for the logistics of this event. Thank you all for...
Thank you very much, Yisa, and thank everyone for coming out today for this exciting and historic news, bringing Winnipeggers, Manitobans together, working together. Thank you very much for this. That wraps up today's announcement. We'd like to open up the floor for questions now, and I guess as you have your questions, we will call up the people to answer them. Thank you very much.